Hello there. So in today's video I've come up to the Great Langdale Valley in the Lake District, and I'm heading on about a 3-mile walk to Whorneyside Force. Now, not a big fan of tripods. I do prefer to carry my camera on my person loosely, especially on a hike like this, because I don't always want to be setting the tripod up and that. To say I've already got quite a few shots would be an understatement. I've got about 15 photos already of this beautiful valley, as you can see behind me. It's absolutely stunning, and some great light just hitting the hills, just kissing them, just making some nice dappled colourings, and just hitting some of the snow up there. So I'm getting quite a few shots of that at the moment. Not all those photos are going to make it into the video. I will slip some into the B-roll. If you want to see the other photos, then just check out my Instagram. The links are in the description below. But today, as much as I'm going to be quite snap happy taking a few photos, mostly because I'm grateful to have a camera again, and secondly because it's just absolutely beautiful. The main event's going to be the Waterfall, which is, as I mentioned before, is about 3 miles walk. So we're going to head to that now. We're parked at the Sticklegill Park car park, which is National Trust. I do have National Trust vouchers, so it's free parking for me there. Later on I may do another video for Dungeon Gill, which is over that way somewhere. Depends how tired I am after this. Like I say, this is a 3-mile walk in, 3-mile walk out, and it's looking pretty cold up there at the moment, so we'll see how that one goes another time. But for now we're heading towards Dungeon Gill Hotel, or the old Dungeon Gill Hotel, and then we'll be dropping into the valley towards Whorneyside Force. So I'm going to record some footage along the way. If there's anything majorly interesting to photograph, I will stop and I'll talk you through my thinking on it. But for now, as you can see, well, it'd be very difficult to point the camera anywhere and not get a good photo here, because the Langdale Valley is absolutely stunning. So let's make our way down to this. Let's make our way down to this hotel and towards Whorneyside Force. break the walk up a bit because it is a long walk to Whorneyside Force. But took a little detour up that hill, as you'll have seen on the B-roll. So if you see those peaks behind me, I had some nice light on those. I want to get a shot of that, which I'll put up in a moment. I've stopped here to get a photo. I don't know if you can make it out in the background, but there's a Highland cow just laying there. I guess it's more of a Cumbrian cow really, because it's in the Lake District, but I just wanted what looked like a very almost Scottish scene. I'm not sure they're actually Highland cows as in the Scottish Highland cows. They may be a different breed of Highland cow, but he's laid on the ground. He was looking towards me, so I got a shot, kind of laying against the wall, using the wall as a lead, with all the mountains in the background. I handheld the shot, about 80th of a second, ISO 50, and aperture of f8, so I can get everything nice and sharp. I just thought that made a nice wintry sort of scene. Unfortunately, there's no snow on the hills that way. It's just a shame that he hasn't turned around and faced these hills behind me, because these ones here, really nice and wintry, really cold. Also, I wanted to break the B-roll of the video up because it's just going to be one long path, winding and winding. So, yeah, just up this way, with the way I'm walking now, which is, I think, northwest, is where the waterfall is. It's just up in the gully up here, so I'm not going to film any more B-roll. What I'm going to do is I'll actually come back to you at the waterfall and we'll get down to business. Now I'm hoping that it'll be, it may not be frozen, but I'm hoping for a little bit of frost, maybe some icicles. Maybe we're in for a bit of a wintry sort of treat. Now, one of the reasons I'm actually getting this is to tick it off my list. It's a new location, but I'm also considering another book. If I do that, it'll be one of the waterfalls for the book. I haven't decided on that yet because it is a lot of work, and this might be more beneficial in the calendar later this year. So what I'm going to do with the photos, well, we'll see. But for now, we're going to head in this direction towards the snowy mountains. And we'll get that waterfall. I'll put some photos up for you. And I'll come back to you at the waterfall. See you in a moment. So there we go, I've made it to Whorneyside Force. It's that one in the background there. Now, I'm absolutely loving how much ice we've got around it. It's making a nice winter shot. I think this might just make a winter sort of calendar shot, probably for January. As you can imagine, I've already had the camera out and I've already got my first shot in, and if I turn you around I'll just show you what I've taken. You can see in the foreground here you've got this log just on this rock here. It must have washed down when the water's been heavier. I'm using that as a lead up to the main waterfall there, and the waterfall at the top. I'm using an ultra wide angle lens and the polarizing filter. Now it has been absolutely lethal. The last mile has been almost impossible to walk down because it's all ice. It looks like snow. It's not. It's actually quite thick ice, which makes it very dangerous. Now, I think afterwards, what I'm going to do, I'm getting my shots here. So I've got another shot I want to get over there. I'm going to get my shots down here, and then I'm going to hike up there a bit and try and get some of the top waterfall there. And I think to get out of here, I'm just going to trudge straight up to the top there and go along the path at the top, because I've seen a lot of people walking the path at the top and they seem to be doing it quite quickly. So I think that is the safer option. I don't want to walk back down that way because it's really icy, it's really dangerous. And my wife's going to be pissed off if I don't make it home for tea because I'm dead. And my boss at work doesn't like me, so he's really not going to be happy if I call in sick because I've died. So yeah, I think that's going to be the lesser of two evils, hiking up the mountain there. It is a steep climb, but it's better than the alternative. Put this image up for you now. I'll get up there and set up for my next shot. Then we'll get to the top waterfall. And on the way down, there's a bridge with the waterfall running under it. I want to see if there's a good shot to be had there. So this is going to be 18mm. It's my ultra wide. It's my go-to lens for me waterfalls. Ultra wide. Polarizing filter to take the glare off the rocks and off the water. About half a second. It is a focus stack. Because there's a lot of texture here and I do want to get all that in. Okay, so I suspected there is a shot to be had here. There is some nice ice coming down on the waterfall, as you can see, which should show up nicely in the photo. If I show you on the camera, that's the composition I'm getting. As you can see, I've got this little waterfall here, just making up some foreground interest with the ice on the rocks there. That all leads up nicely in a bit of an S-curve into the main waterfalls there. It is actually making for a very photogenic waterfall, so it's about half a second, f8, ISO 50, using the polarizer to take the glare off the water again. I'm loving the emerald green water. It's characteristic of the Lake District. And it's absolutely beautiful. Now I think there's one more photo to be had, a little bit closer. And then I think it's time to try and hike up there and get to the upper waterfall. But I'm suspicious that I've already had the best image from this. I'll only know when I get back to the computer though. I'll put this one up now for you. Now I'll come back for the next shot. As you see behind me, it's quite a lot of ice. Once again, ice coming down. Got a lot of rocks in the foreground. Now I imagine this gets a lot more. I imagine this gets a lot more motion to it when it's really been raining or whatever. But at the moment, there's a lot of ice, so that's probably slowing it down a lot. The composition I've got is this one. As you see, I've got my camera set up down here, looking at this little shelf of ice and rock here. Got the other ice there with the water coming underneath it, which I think makes a nice addition to the image. Then you've got the main waterfalls just snaking up the mountain there. all in all, I think that makes for a really good shot. And once again, we're looking at half a second exposure. It's not really much point doing any more because there isn't enough water. It'll just get rid of the water, so there's no point doing any more than that. I want to keep some texture in the water if I can. And that's the shot from here. If it's any good, I'll pop it up now for you, and I'll come back to you when I'm at the top there. Okay, so we're here for the last shot. As you can see, we've got a gorgeous emerald pool in front of us. And that's why there's a lot of wild swimmers attracted to this location, but funnily enough, they're not here today. Now, the shot I'm going for is quite a simple composition. Just looking straight at the waterfall, cutting out that triangle of light at the top, and you've got the ice running down beside it. Now, with the green pool in front here, which is only emphasised by the polarizer, I'm actually going to have a hard job picking a calendar shot if I use these for a calendar this year, because this shot actually looks really nice. If I edit it right, it'll look really nice and moody and wintry, and that's what I want from it. Now, that'll be the last shot from here, from the actual waterfall itself. I'm going to be heading down, back down the trail about half a mile. There's a footbridge with a waterfall underneath it. I want to see if there's a shot to be had there. If there is, I'll come back to you with another shot. If there isn't, I'll come back to end the video. Either way, I'm running out of daylight hours now, and there is a lot of clag coming in, so I don't want to be stuck out here overnight. I don't want mountain rescue to be having to come and get me, and I don't want to be all walking home on that ice. In fact, I might be using the tripod as a hiking pole. The hiking poles are actually in the car about 4 miles away, which is completely useful. This shot's coming up. I'll come back for the next one. Now that was sketchy. Now, the bank that I climbed up was somewhat steeper than I thought it was. I've just come down from up there. I'm heading down to that bridge just over there. I'm hoping there's a shot of that bridge, but I'm not too sure. It may look good, might not be photogenically good. Now, we are still on a lot of ice. If I show you, all this is little patches of ice. That's making it absolutely lethal now, especially when we get over there, because that's the way I'm walking. And doesn't look much from up here, but when you're on it, there's 20, 30, 40 feet of in length of ice. And there's not many ways around it, so you have to either tiptoe or you have to try and go around or whatever. So that's going to be dangerous. We are just a couple of hours from sunset. As you can see behind me over there, the clouds are starting to form over the mountains. So ideally I need to be halfway back down the trail before it gets too dark, too socked in, or we start getting any more ice. I need to be at least back at that farm before any of that happens. So I'm going to make my way down here, get to that bridge and see what we're working with, and decide if we're taking an image. I've come down here to where the bridge is. I've set up on this rather precarious area here. And that's the kind of shot I'm looking at. I've got the tree just coming in, I've got the bridge, waterfall coming down, and this waterfall just making up the corner of the image. I'll just angle that for you. You can see the kind of shot I'm working on there. Now, for me personally, I actually quite like that image. It was worth coming down here for it. But it would be nice to see a little bit more water, and given that there's a lot of heather here, I think this is more of a September type shot. But that image has proven pretty good, so I'm happy I came down. It makes for a good last shot. I'll put it up for you. I'm going to get somewhere a bit safer because it is a little precarious here. I'll come back to end the video. I'm now on the bridge. On the bridge I've just been photographing. I was down there on those rocks over there. So a little precarious. I think I've got some good images today. I managed to take some good photos, but it's getting a bit socked in now. Got a bit of blue sky behind me, but looking over this way and back down the Langdales, mist is rolling in. It's getting a bit claggy on the hills, and there are some clouds coming in. It is also getting pretty late, so that's the end of my adventure today. Unfortunately, I only got the one location in, but now I'm actually visiting locations I haven't been to before. I'm going to have to face the possibility that I'm only going to get that one location in, because if I don't know it, you've got to learn it as you go. I must admit, there's been a few times today where I've wished I've had the drone, because I could have sent it out to at least see where I'm going. I can send it to kind of scouting. So I think that's got to be the next big purchase. But for now, we'll at least manage to get another video in. Not sure what the next one will be, but if there is a break between the videos, just bear with the channel. Got some time off coming in March. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos in then, so for now, we'll just get what we can get. Don't forget to head over to my Instagram to see more of the photos, and join me in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.